Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Brad Lone Wolf, and today once again I am outside. First of all, I hope you can see me. You should be able to see me. You should also be able to hear me. The sun is going down, and I have done this deliberately on purpose. I'm actually going to be doing some stealth camping tonight, and for those of you that have been waiting, yes, this is going to involve the Bobcat, the tent that I reviewed last year now. So I'm actually going to be camping in it. I'm going to be setting it up in a minute, and then I'm going to be sleeping in it overnight, hopefully. With that said, like I say, it is getting dark, so I'm going to stop the video here, and the next thing you're going to see is the tent set up and ready to camp in. So I will see you in a second. Alrighty, there we go, and we're all set up for the evening. So yeah, I'll take on a quick tour, shall we say. It's not much of a tour. So there you go, that's it. That's where I'm going to be sleeping for the evening. I can already tell it's going to be claustrophobic, but it depends on how claustrophobic it's going to get. So we'll find out a little bit later on, won't we? See you in a second. Okay, so first things first, it's actually tall enough for me to sit up in here, just so without having to squat down. So that's an advantage. That's quite nice. So we'll carry on in a second. Hey, right, good morning everybody. It's just before 5 AM. I didn't get a very good night's sleep last night, and that's not because of the tent actually. It was because I ended up with a quite bad back that kept me up most of the night. Don't know how long this is going to last because the battery on my phone is very low, but I'll do a quick sum up as best I can, and then I'll add to it later on in the video. So thoughts, basic thoughts on the tent overnight sleeping. It's a fair tent. It's not the greatest tent in the world, I will admit, but it is a fair tent. People said to me that it would feel claustrophobic once you're inside there. Some people likened it to a coffin, and actually I can see where they were coming from on that one, because it is quite a small tent once you get inside and do all the zips up. For me, it didn't feel too bad. It felt okay until I did the inner tent up. Then it really got quite claustrophobic and really quite closed in. Once I'd settled down, it wasn't too bad. However, I did always have the inner canvas in my face. Now the canvas was light enough that it didn't bother me overly much, but it's still a case, like I say, that it was right in my face. Yeah, I'll give some more thoughts a little bit later, because as I say, the battery on my phone is about to die. So you'll see next time you see me, I'll be back at home and I will be giving some more thoughts. So I'll see you in a second. Right, so as promised, here I am, back home now. Phone's on charge, so I can do this justice. So, as I said, I didn't get a very good night's sleep in the tent. Wasn't the tent's fault, that was my back's fault. That's all sorted out now. I've taken some painkillers. It's all good. So, other thoughts that I had. Although the tent was claustrophobic, and it did feel claustrophobic, once you settled in, it actually felt all right. Like I say, until I did the inner tent up, it actually felt all right. I ended up sleeping with the in a tent opened just so I could feel a little bit less squashed, a little bit less confined within the tent itself. Um, the length for me, as I said in the previous video, the length for me is just about perfect. I'm 5'7", which is 170 something centimeters. So yeah, it was just about right for me. In terms of the width, again, just about right for me. Putting aside the fact that zipping up the inner tent did make it feel claustrophobic, it did feel just about the right width for me. On the downside, however, as I said, the canvas was in my face most of the night, and I'll be putting a picture up of that a little bit later, or it might actually be going up as I'm speaking now. Depends on how good my video editing skills are. But overall, yeah, the tents, for the money, it's okay, but it's not the greatest. If you want a single person tent for relatively a relatively low budget, it is good for that. But honestly, there are better choices on the market. And honestly, I will say this now, if you have the money to spend on one, get a Hillyberg Acto. They are incredibly expensive, but they are worth every single penny. I cannot highly recommend them enough. As for the Bobcat 1, as I say, if it's your first one-person tent, it's a fair tent. There's nothing special about it. Provided you're 5'7" or less, it will do you adequately. So that's my thoughts on the Bobcat 1. I know it's been a long time coming, but I have finally done it now. So I do apologise for the wait for those people that have been waiting. Right, in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. I know it's been a relatively short video, but there we go. And I shall see you next time. Bye for now.